After escaping the remix reality, Hope and Jones make their way to a new island known as Oni Noima. Right behind them, a shard of the 0 point follows through the rift. But where is Oni Noima? What is its origin story? And what happens now? To answer the first questions of where is Oni Noima and what is its origin story, Oni Noima takes place in reality 783, and as for its origin story, long ago, the island was once full of magic, and a family of artisans used to create masks of power, infused with magic. A group of warriors known as the Fox Clan ended up using these masks of power, but through the masks of power, the artisans threatened the island's safety. The demon warriors on the island, led by Shogun X, a demon commander, were all banished to the spirit realm, and all masks of power were destroyed. The Fox Clan was blamed for the Shattering War and became rivals of the River Guard. But Hope and Jones began looking for a relic similar to Pandora's box, and a shard of the 0 point followed them through the rift when they got here. When the shard crash-landed on the island, it reawakened the magic on the island in the form of sprites and demon warriors. In the Chapter 6 Battle Pass, we meet many new characters that will be important going forward, starting with Kendo. He's a warrior of the island, inspired by his ancestors and their stories. He's working with Hope to uncover the secrets of the island. But Kendo's sister, Jade, is important too. In leaked quests, it's revealed that Jade will get punished for her curiosity by getting trapped in the spirit realm. Another vitally important character in the lore right now is the Night Rose. She's a character being possessed by a giant Oni mask creature known as the Puppeteer. If you look closely at her cosmetics and her audio, you'll start to see that something more sinister is at play. The Night Rose's music pack says press play and remember what you used to be, which is already strange enough, but thanks to Twitter users we were able to see the English translation of her music pack, and from that we learned that at some point in her life she got lost and is now possessed by the Oni known as the Puppeteer. But she's also calling out for help. This also adds up when you listen to her boss fight audio, where you can clearly hear her crying out for help. Right now, Hope and Jones are looking for a relic similar to Pandora's box. But the Demon Warriors are also looking for the same thing. Many suspect it to be the Zero Shard, but while it could be that, I'm still a little unsure. Because across the island you'll be able to find residual energy of the 0 point, so it likely spread out across the island. Currently, in our first batch of quests, those being Kendo's Calling and Jade in the Mask, we get a very interesting development to the storyline. Pretty much, Kendo and Jade tasked us with defeating Oni around the island, but then they meet Hope, who also wishes to learn about the island's magic. We place charms and collect magical energy, but it's not enough, so we have to slay some demons. We take that magical energy to Hope so she can study it, and she says she's not surprised that the magic has resparked. Shortly after the investigation, Jade goes missing. Jade and Kendo's brother, Daigo, chooses to remain silent, which makes Kendo very suspicious. When we investigate further, we find out that Jade has been trapped in the spirit realm. After learning this, we go visit Daigo's shop, the Thousand Faces, which he's inherited from his grandfather, where we find some interesting things. First off, a broken mask of power, warned to not be repaired ever. Daigo isn't directly evil, not his intent at least. But underground in his mask repairing hideout, we find something bad. Daigo has been using sprites to make his masks powered by magic. Dark magic. We also learn that he gave Jade the same mask that was warned not to be repaired. It's unknown how Jade got trapped in the spirit realm, because only demons can go through the portals, so the mask might be connected to this. Oh, and by the way, if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe, it would greatly be appreciated. Part 3 of the quest don't release until January 14th, but that doesn't stop us from knowing what's to come. Being called Splinters of Possibility. And from what I can gather, we're going to save the Night Rose from being puppeteered. And part 4 is called the Spirit Realm. And this is where something from seasons past will return to remind us why we're truly here. Thanks to the absolute GOAT that is the Raging Reaper, we know exactly what part 4 of the quests hold now. And throughout the questline of part 4, we're going to be collecting something called Splinters. Specifically, Splinters of the 0 point shard. And what are we going to do with these Splinters? Well, if you remember back in Wrecked, Hope collected gems of Pandora's box, and they all show constellations of the future. those being Hope, telling of our new main character and the savior of the Helios Island. Then there was Doom, the Bane of Helios, and the man who used the box's power to wipe the island clean of its imperfection. Then there was Ghost, signifying our return to the Apollo Island. And lastly, our final constellation was a sword. In the lead quests, we're instructed to use the 0-point splinters and use an altar to forge the sword, and then give it to the Night Rose. All while doing that, we discover the true nature of the comet that started this all. And with that, the video is over. Hopefully this caught you up to speed on what's been happening since Remix the finale. And as a note to my gracious viewers, I have listened and I will be trying to take some advice, such as putting gameplay in the background of my videos a lot more. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Keep the peace, heroes.